We're now moving on to what I'm going to call my massive girl crushes section, because I think these last three comics kind of, yeah, are all about like really, really beautiful, attractive, powerful, like magnetic women. And I can't help but just be in love with these characters. First is Mara. I haven't heard anybody talk about this comic either on here. She's just beautiful. She is like a superstar everything. She is a world-class athlete. She's famous. They have this really weird, like, futuristic setup where they athletes like live stream their games. So it's all very kind of modern, futuristic, you know, web connected kind of world, and it's kind of, I guess, like part revenge story. Basically, shit happens to Mara and she gets angry and she discovers superpowers, and the ending was kind of open for me. Like, it doesn't like really say anything definitively, but it kind of does. And yeah, it's kind of like a journey of self-discovery and all sorts of stuff like that. It's also got hints of queer relationship in it, if you like that kind of thing. Uh, Although, maybe that's a bad thing. I've heard like some things recently about how visibility or representation should be explicit, um, and differing opinions on whether that should be mentioned before you pick up a book, and whether it should be part of its unique selling points and whether it shouldn't. Personally, I think it's kind of irrelevant. Like, you should be interested in a book regardless of its relationships. But I do understand, sometimes you just want more queer fiction in your life. Sometimes you might, feel like you desperately want to read something straight that you can relate to. I don't know. So, anyway, that's a tiny part of this book. Apart from that, it's basically all about this girl, Mara, and she's just very impressive and kind of Amazonian woman. And she's quite magnetic. And yeah, I found that quite powerful. Next is Ody-c by Matt Fraction and Christian Ward. This is a gender-flipped retelling of the Odyssey. I don't know the original Odyssey because I'm really uncultured. I bought this for the artwork because it absolutely blew my mind. I've never seen anything quite as colourful as this, and I like comics because of colour. Most of the time I hunt things out that are colourful. So Odyssea, as opposed to Odysseus. Odyssea is another amazing Amazonian woman who is like fearless, ruthless. She's awesome. She's strong. She's impressive. There is a queer relationship in this as well. It's quite an interesting one. It has its poignant moments. Yeah, this is quite a few things in one, and I am not sure what the hell's going on because the language is quite odd. Hello. So the language is quite cryptic and maybe like oldie worldy and strange. But it's worth a look, definitely, if you like interesting women, especially like leader women. Lastly is my most recent and probably my most potent crush. That is Red Sonja. I don't know what it is. I think it's mainly because she's smelly. Like, I just love that detail. I love that. Characters are constantly telling Sonja that she stinks. Like, there's a bit in one of the Gail Simone volumes where this guy's like, "We've been on the road for 4 days. You stink, mistress." When she's like trying to get him to just like, "Come on, it's convenient. Just get in my bedroll, sleep with me." I'm Red Sonja. I'm everybody's type, and like, yes, she is. She's incredible, but I just find it hilarious that everybody's always calling her on the fact that she stinks and never washes and hates baths. So yeah, I really liked that detail. That was Gail Simone's run, Queen of Plagues. today I just picked up the first issue of volume 3 of I Don't Know What. Please tell me, help me if you know Red Sonja, what are volumes 1 and 2, whether that's just like what the Queen of Plagues was actually like those 3 volumes for volume 2 or something. I don't know how the arcs run together, but please tell me if you do. Because I love Red Sonja and would like to sort of have my own canon of it, I guess, and like, yeah, be up to speed with the rest because I just love it. There are some comics that use Red Sonja as a character in which I'm not that big a fan of, but I did love Gail Simone's run, and I do like the start of the run that inspired her run. So I'm definitely going to check that out. And today I picked up the new issue of Marguerite Bennett's run, which I love Marguerite Bennett. I don't know why, because I don't know her at all, but she was also at Thought Bubble and she spoke on a couple of panels and was really interesting, and I hadn't heard of her before, and I thought, oh, I must check out her work. And I love this. This is probably the first thing I've written by her, and she's really interesting, and this is it's really funny. Like, she's really great. I really, really enjoyed how this was written. I thought that she really captured the mood of Red Sonja and the wit, the tone. Sonja she's hilarious. She's cross, she's smelly, she's kind of loyal to a cause that she deems worthy enough. She is determined, she is just fearless, utterly, utterly fearless, and she's just unstoppable. She will never, like, she comes back from death to be Red Sonja. And she's absolutely like stunning as well. I love that the look of her has kind of evolved ever so slightly. Like, everybody's kind of putting their own cheeky little twist on her aesthetic while kind of paying homage to the original look, or whatever is, the sort of collective idea of her look. So these are like some images. I just love her. Let me know about your favourite women in comics in the comments down below, and I'll go check those out. I hope you've enjoyed these recommendations. I hope you enjoy the comics when you pick them up, if you pick them up. Yeah, I will see you soon.